are starting. What's going on? What's going on? How are you?
Doing great as usual,
It's about damn time.
Yeah, I know I had to reschedule because I was supposed to do it on 4th of July, but I was outside. I was outside doing
Everybody
my
was
little
outside,
business.
including me. I didn't even know I was gonna be outside.
I was outside with the hooligans, popping them fireworks.
The hooligans.
hmm
Okay, I hear that. How are you doing today, though?
I'm doing good. Shit, still a little throw up from last night. Finna go out and pop it again
I hear
this
that.
morning.
Yeah, I was at Six Flags yesterday.
I seen that. What you was in Six Flags in New York?
No, Massachusetts. It's like an hour and 20 minutes away.
Okay.
Yeah. So, first of all, thank you so much for taking the time out to come up here. It's been way long overdue. Way long overdue. I've been supposed to get you up here probably like what 4 months ago, but you know, stuff
Yeah, I
happens.
seen when you was doing the little reviews on TikTok. I had chimed in. I was in the comments.
Yeah, I saw you. Yeah, thank you for tuning into that. So, I just want to get to know more about you. So, who are you? Who's D Mac, and where you from?
Uh, I am, the one and only D Mac. I don't know about no other Macs, nowhere on no TV, no net. I'm the only Mac, the biggest Mac, D Mac. I'm from Dallas, Texas, and I'm just the biggest shit popper. It's
You
just
say you don't know no other Mac. There's the other Mac. Do you know Mac from Now That's TV?
I've seen the Mac, but I'm the biggest Mac. So,
Okay, there goes a match right there. So you from Dallas, Texas. So what was it like growing up in Texas?
uh, for one, hot ghetto. Uh, just you get a little something of everything about here because it's real diverse. So yeah, you got a little bit of the bougie shit, you got a little bit of the ratchet shit. But when you combine them, you get a D Mac. Mm-hmm.
I seen I was watching Chasing Reality, and I seen that there's a lot of like they're getting a little diverse with like the Latinos and stuff, and I've seen there's a lot of Latinos there recently. So
Oh
they
yeah,
say
it's a
Texas is
lot. It's a
very
lot.
diverse.
Yeah, I mean Texas is right here by Mexico, shit, and so shit. Hell yeah, it's a lot of Mexicans. A lot of Mexicans. And y'all be saying Latino. We down here. We just used to saying like, oh Mexicans, like. So it don't be no problem. Sometimes they'll be like, oh, you just said Mexican. Like, nah, we just like, oh Mexican.
But where we at, we say Spanish, but I be trying to like correct the pronouns because that's in my category. But I just say Latinos. I feel like there's a
Oh,
difference, Latinos and
oh
then
yeah, yeah.
Spanish. If you catch my drift as a you know, what
Mm.
nationality are you speaking of? Ethnicity?
You said what nationality am I?
Yeah, like what's your ethnicity?
Oh, I'm black and Native American.
Okay, Native American. That's cool.
hmm I'm Chickasaw
So
and
like,
Choctaw.
okay. So
And we still got land up in Oklahoma.
you said what?
Still got land on the reservation in Oklahoma.
Oh, you
200,
claiming it?
200 acres. Huh?
You claiming it?
No, no, no. No, like I can go there right now. Like I got people that still stay on the reservation.
Oh, okay.
Mhm.
That's cool. So early life. So what was it like in school? Was you popular?
I was known. I wouldn't just say, just like popular, but like everybody knew who I was. Like I was the same D Make that they see on TV. I was the same. Like literally everybody knew who I was. I wasn't always just in the mix, but like I pop up and everybody like, oh, they go D Make, like and I'll be the life of the party. Like I always been like, the one who make a bitch laugh because the other be out here dry as hell. So yeah, everybody.
So
I
you was
wouldn't
a
say just
class
popular, but
clown.
everybody knew who the fuck I was. My name rung bells. Still to this day, people know me from high school that I didn't even know that they would still fucking remember me.
Okay. So you was a class clown.
Definitely used to get kicked out. My desk used to be sitting by the in elementary. My desk used to be away from everybody else, sitting by the teacher or in a corner or outside in the highway.
That happened to me one time. I wasn't the class clown. I was the problem.
Yeah, I used to get suspended for 3 days. Come back on that first day from suspension and get suspended again. I was a little terrible child.
Mm-hmm. So you was popular in school. So like after high school, did you just thought about going to college?
Oh no, I went to college. I went to Texas College in Tyler. It was a smaller HBCU. I kind of, thugged it out there for like 2.5, 3 years, and then around the time of COVID, that's when I like came back home. But it was only like an hour away from Dallas, so y'all always be back and forth in Dallas and Tyler anyway. But yeah, around COVID time, I had just like just stopped going. I just stopped going. I should have stayed going.
So you kind of just became a college dropout.
Would just clock my T there. Yes, he is a college dropout.
I mean, ain't nothing wrong with that. I mean, there's a lot of people who stop going. It's not like you just went for 2 weeks and then just dropped out. It
No,
just
yeah, I
happened
was
with
up in
COVID.
that
There's
thing for
nothing wrong
like
with
two
that.
and a half years.
Ain't no wrong. What did you
I'm
major in?
actually I'm actually two classes away from having my associate's degree.
Okay, what's stopping you?
Just life right now, but I'm gonna go back and do it. Like it's just two classes. I'm gonna do this. So I can
Wait,
get that degree.
wait, what did you major in?
Uh, damn, what the fuck? That was so fucking long ago. At first, my first major, it was I had as education, but I figured out that the test was gonna be hard as fuck. So I switched my major from education to biology, and then I ended up switching it again to just general studies. But yeah, it's just right now it's just general studies.
Hey, you never thought about doing like cybersecurity?
Cybersecurity? No,
Mm-hmm.
I've seen. I know they make a lot of money though.
I heard that. Have you ever thought about becoming like a lawyer?
Child, my background won't even get me to even become a lawyer. They gonna flag me as soon as I start trying to apply to be a lawyer, girl. They gonna throw my shit right away.
I'm not even gonna ask about the background. I can ask that backstage on a phone call.
hmm
So, what are like your hobbies? Like, what do you like to do for fun?
So I do lots for a living. Well, I got a couple clients. I'm trying to be my clientele, trying to open my own shop. But I just learned how to braid. I know how to do stitch braids. I know how to braid like knotless braids, like for girls. So I've been braiding hair lately, and I'm trying to perfect my craft with that, get my shit bigger, so I can open my own shop, have some people up in there, so I can stop doing it. Make my money, give me some hoes up in there to work.
So, you're a hairdresser. So, you do hair.
hmm
Oh,
I do
there
a
we
little
go.
something.
Creativity, gift, craft. That's what I like. So, like, do you do like do you like do swimming? Do you like do amusement parks? Like, you like roller
Oh yeah,
skating?
I love going to like I love fun. So anything for fun, like amusement parks, swimming, hell yeah. It's a hell yeah for me.
Okay. It was just that since I was
I'm
telling you
all
that.
about fun. That's all I wake up and be turned the fuck up.
So after school, after high school, after college, like what did you see yourself going at besides doing hair?
I really didn't know, and still to this day, I still don't fucking know what I be doing. That shit. I just be like, just living life, winging it. I didn't see myself being on TV, but everybody used to always, like, I always say, like, you got a personality for TV. So when they started coming out with like the reality shows, and when they first came out with Bad Boys on Zeus, everybody was like, bro, you need to audition, you need to audition, and like everybody was telling me to go down to Houston to go to the auditions, but I'm glad I didn't go because they had already really had their picks and shit like that. So that would have been like kind of pointless going out there fighting, doing all that shit at them auditions and shit for like. But everybody always told me that I had a personality to be on TV. And then randomly, I just one of my friends ended up telling me about that show. He was like, let's do it together. And I was like, okay, I DM Trezane. And I was like, is y'all still got some spots open? He was like, yeah. He was like, do your little audition video. I was like, okay. Like 3, 4 days go by. I didn't do the audition video at all. And he had DM me back. He was like, you still want to do it? I was like, yeah. And next thing I know, I was in a group chat and I was just like, damn, I want to be on the show and here you go, boom. And it just worked
Ain't
like
that a
that.
bitch?
Mhm.
Ain't that a bitch? You hit him up and said that you wanted to do the show, and he said that there was slots open.
Mhm.
Oh, I got a bone to pick with him.
But it was a no, but it was like long before like he
That
started
shit ain't.
promoting. He started promoting like it was like long after. I mean, like long before he started promoting it. So like I was one of the first ones up in the group chat.
Okay. Well, speaking of reality TV, you did do a show called Boys in Motion. So you just stated how that started out. You hit the person up, they hit you back, and you was in a group chat. So being in a group chat, what happened? Like, did you make friends with? Well, you can't make friends in a group chat, but did you like get a
I mean,
weird vibe from
everybody
people?
was just most people in that group chat was new to TV, so everybody was just chilling. But some people had like little smart remarks and to say, just try to pop their little shit. Everybody gonna try to pop their shit in the group chat.
Hmm.
So it was just that, and then yeah, that was basically it. Everybody was just like kind of just popping their shit basically. And when you're doing that, you just know when you go up in the house, you got to stand on that same shit like in the group chat. Because when you go up in the house and then you don't be standing on that shit, people gonna look at you like a little crazy. Then they gonna want to test it out. Then they gonna try to pull your whole cord. So you just gotta stand on that shit like when y'all in that group chat.
So do you feel like group chats are necessary for shows as of today? Because that seems to be like the trend. Back then, it wasn't no group chats. You would just kind of like be surprised with who you just walk in the house and see. So do you feel like group chats are necessary with
I
like
feel
shows
like
nowadays?
I do feel like it's a little necessary because I feel like it'll be a little boring if we didn't have a group chat because you'll just be walking into the house like nobody be knowing nobody, so you really have nothing really to say to nobody, nothing, no reason to get into it. But like when you're in a group chat, it kind of stirs it up, just make it a little messy, it's a little spicy for like the TV. So it's I feel like it's an asset in a sense.
So who did you get into a sparring with in the group chat and why?
Oh, the whole name Cash with no money.
Chats with no money.
Hmm.
Well, speaking of the first episode, you walked in and you slapped him, and then y'all started fighting.
Oh,
Y'all
I didn't
fought
slap him.
twice.
That was Montana. I was actually supposed to slap him first, and then Montana just rose up out of no fucking word. And I mean, Montana, I told Montana, I said, "Bitch, why you get up and slap him, bitch? I'm gonna slap him first." He told some bitch, I don't know, something just came over me, child. But yeah, that was
Why
Montana
he hit?
slap
Wait,
that.
why he hit him?
Oh, cause when we was on like the TikTok live, and then it was a spot open, and then so Cash wanted his spot. So the way he got his spot on the show was he came in there talking that shit, and I guess he thought that nobody wasn't gonna talk shit back to him, and he said he'll take Montana's spot, and then Montana said I'll slap the hell out of you, and that's literally what Montana did. Like when he seen him, Montana just slapped shit out of him, and I really forgot that they got into it, but I guess Montana did.
Wait, because I heard that too. Because when I was on the live with another cast member, Junior, and then when I was asking, even in my reviews, I was like, what happened? Like, what did he say? Like, what did he specifically say to everybody in chat that had him so mad at him? Besides what you just said with Montana,
Like
which
he just came in there like popping it. He came in there. He was like he was just like trying to get his spot. He was like, y'all niggas ain't got that money. I come in there, I take all y'all spots. Ooh, like he was just popping it on the TikTok live because we was doing auditions for two more spots on the TikTok live. So he came in there and he did his big one, bitch. He came in, and he got on the show. That's literally what he did. But you got on the show and you forgot you talked all this shit to all these people. So yeah. I'm pretty sure if I talk shit to a lot of people when I go on the show, I'm pretty sure they want to fight my ass too.
no, here's the thing. I don't know him personally, but I've seen him on like doing auditions for certain shows and stuff. I actually was in a group chat with him for a different show. That's the funny part, but that was a while ago. He never really said anything to anybody. So when y'all said that, I'm just like, huh. So let me ask you something. Do you feel like because of the type of shows that everybody be trying to be on, do you feel like popping your shit is a way to get on the show? Because do you feel like he was just doing what he had to do, and then when you got into the house, it was just like, okay, like he don't even look like a fighter. He already getting marked out. So it's
Hmm.
like, what's the point of me just jumping on him? Obviously, he doing whatever he want to do to get on the show. He ain't no different than everybody
Yeah, that's
else.
why
So
I
it's
really
like,
didn't
do you
even
feel
like.
like
That's why I didn't press the issue like that. As you can see, like when you watching the show, I wasn't pressing the issue like after we had the altercation on the first episode or whatever. We went to the club. I literally had a bottle come out. I literally walked over there and I was pouring him shots. When you see me whispering in his ear, I was telling him, I was like, bro, you ain't gotta like be all dry, acting like scared and shit, like turn up. I was literally like encouraging him to party, and then when he stood on the couch, production had to tell him to like stand up on the couch right there next to me because like he was just standing there dry. And he made it seem like, oh, he got up there and just stood up there next to me and was unbothered. No, production told you to get up there next to me. Like I wasn't even tripping on him. Like he's not like that. So that's why I really didn't give a damn. Like to keep trying to press the issue, act like I was bullying him because I
so?
wasn't.
Here's the thing. I'm glad you said that because now that's more insight. So You said you had mentioned something where it's like he didn't really say so much because I noticed that throughout the whole entire show. Even other cast members like he's not really saying nothing. He's not really doing much. But do y'all ever feel like? And I'm not trying to give a leading question or trying to defend anybody, but it's devil's advocate. Do you feel like either at that time or now watching it back and think about was it just kind of like okay, well, if I came on a show, even though he came in on how he did, even though everybody did. That's how you get on the show. But it's just like, did you ever think like, okay, well, if I came in and had almost everybody in my throat and then like partying with people that I just had a fist fight with like literally 2 seconds ago, do you ever think that that's a little weird? Like, I just fought you and you think you're gonna pour shots. Like, don't you think that's fake, or do you think that that's normal?
Um, well, not necessarily fake because we all are. Well, we ain't making money like how they want to do, but like how they say working. So we're working. So while we out in public, we're gonna pretend, all get along just like how your mama say when you siblings at home fighting. And so when you get out there in public and y'all all you you better act like you motherfucking like each other. So like, I'm just chilling. I'm just like, in the club chilling. So I'm not trying to make it seem like because I could have still been in the club like mugging them bitch, walking up, bumping them, stepping on the shoes, all type of shit. I could have been doing a whole bunch of shit, but that would have been like being a bully. Uh, I don't think it was fake. I think it was me being a mature, bigger person, and just chilling the fuck out and just letting it ride. That's how I seen it in my mind. I didn't see it as being or like trying to duck a fade or nothing.
Okay. So I gotta fast forward. There was one scene in the van or the Sprinter where Sala was there and he was going off on one of the twins or something, and you was in the back and you was yelling at Cash like, I'll
Oh yeah,
slap
I
the
was
shit out of you.
drunk.
Wait till we get home. What happened with that? Because in that scene, we seen that he really wasn't saying or doing nothing to nobody. So when you did, it's
Oh
kind of like,
yeah,
what
so
the hell?
I
Where did
was
that come
drunk,
from?
and when I'm a little drunk, I remember every damn thing. So I was just a little pissed off at the time, and I was just like, yeah, bitch. Oh, and then they was all making because when we did the photo shoot, they cut a scene out. They did the photo shoot in the middle of the photo shoot. They called me and him into this room and set us down, and then like had us talking and shit. And then, long story short, he was like being real snappy with the questions that I was asking him. And so I asked him, I was like, okay, so do you want to fight right now or do you want to fight when we get to Houston? And he was like, we can fight when we get to Houston. So I said, okay. And actually, I was like pissed off and I actually went and took my clothes off. As you can see, that's why I had a ski mask on in the photo shoot and I had an AirPod in my ear because I was pissed off because I was going to fight. Because I had took my clothes off and I was going to fight him. But then everybody was doing a group picture. So I was sitting there mad. I was like, damn, I don't want to miss out on the group picture. So I went and threw my clothes back on and I ran over there and just jumped in the picture. That's why you see I'm in the back. I'm really not just, I was over it on that fucking group picture. But yeah, they cut that scene out, and we supposed to fight when we was in Houston, and when we got to Houston, uh, the one of the boys that was a couple, Nate or Ace, one of them, I forgot who it was. They was like, "Oh, I thought y'all supposed to be fighting." I told him, I said, "Hold on, let me go change my." I was like, "Do you still want to fight? Hold on, let me go change my clothes real quick." I come right up cover. I said, "Do you want to fight or what?" He was like, and then like even Trey Zane, the whole cast was right there. And Trey Zane was like, okay, it's clearly he don't want to fight. And so I was just like, okay, girl, I ain't even gonna waste my time changing my clothes. I'm gonna go and then I literally changed my clothes to go out, me, Montana, and everybody else. We got on the sprint and we went to the fucking strip club at like 3, 4 in the morning.
Speaking of Montana, there was a clique. It was you, Montana, and Junior. Y'all call yourselves the Big Three. It's a lot of people that call themselves the Big Three. What
That was yeah,
gravitated?
that wasn't playing. It was literally like real ass niggas just recognize real ass niggas. Like we were just cool. Like it wasn't nothing planned. It wasn't no motherfucking no teaming up. I didn't even know Montana. I knew of Montana because like he in Houston, uh, and in Texas. But I knew of him. I didn't even know Junior at all. Like coming to their show, and then like when we just got there, like when everybody got to the house, everybody was just like fuck with me and shit. That's how it would go.
Okay, so did you ever get into like any type of relationship with all the other cast members that was there?
Did I? You say get a relationship with somebody else?
Yeah, like besides Junior and Montana
Yeah,
and
yeah. I
you and
fuck with
Cash, like
Peter.
what
Yeah, I
about there
fuck
was
with
like
Peter.
five other boys there.
Yeah, I fuck with Peter heavy. Um, Troy, I fuck with Troy. Like he ain't did that to me, but like I just don't like his conduct sometimes, and like the
Wait,
stuff
and
that he.
Troy is Troy is
The one who had the fight with out there in Houston with Rich Day. Him, it was him and Rich Day fighting
oh
Montana.
Troy. Yeah,
Yeah.
I know him. Yeah.
Yeah, he cool, but I just don't like his conduct sometimes. Sometimes he just give like attention seeking. But who else?
There was a heavy set light skinned dude. I don't know his name.
Yeah,
I
that's
think he
Peter.
probably
That's
was in.
I fuck with Peter. I
Yeah.
talk to Peter almost every day. Yeah,
Um.
that's my nigga.
There was some. I'm not even gonna hold you. There was some cast member who was just like, I'm not trying to be unprofessional, but it's like some of y'all just didn't like, wasn't that memorable. Like I don't want to like.
Y-
That's why I'm kind of like
Yeah.
butchering people's name. It's I remember like some, but it's just like there
Oh,
was
I
a
forgot
lot of
Balo
bush who
was
was
up
just
on there too.
like
I fuck with Balo. Balo.
I remember
I knew
him. Yeah.
him prior to the show. I knew him like from 5 years ago when I was in Atlanta with my cousin.
Okay, that's cool. So the next question I'm gonna ask you is: you were there, but you weren't involved. But I would like your opinion on it. Pass if you want to. You guys go to the club, and then Troy, after him and Junior had their sparring so many times, Troy and Junior get into it. Not Junior, Troy and what's his name? Montana get into
Montana.
it. And then Rich Zay gets involved, and then him and Junior get into it. And they went like 4 rounds, and
Oh, I was right
there
there.
was no winner, no loser in that fight. I think they both a good matchup for each other. How does sitting there seeing that, like, what is your opinions on it? Like, how did you like feel seeing all that go down?
Oh, I loved every bit of it because I'm just like, girl, just turn it down. We all drunk, just turn it the fuck down. But I was right there on my friends. I was like, bitch, I'm making sure nobody didn't jump. As you see me walking around in the back with a Douce bottle because I was anybody was gonna jump, bitch, I'm cracking their ass with that bottle. You can literally see me walking through them little clips with that bottle. Bitch, I had that little Arthur meme with that hand, like that little fist. Mm-hmm.
So, fast forward to you guys go to house and you guys switched houses. You guys were in Houston first or
No,
Dallas?
we was in Dallas first, and then we went to Houston, and then we came back to
How did that
Dallas.
come about? Cause y'all just switched houses like that. Like how?
So we got kicked out the first house. Because the first night that we came up in there, we was doing a whole bunch of fighting. Blinds got broke, couches got broke, shit got broke. And then the next morning we got notice to vacate. So that's how we end up. We had to go put our shit in a hotel and cause at first they didn't know what the fuck they was gonna do. We had to put our shit in the hotel. Then all of a sudden we was on a sprinter van and we went and put this shit up in there. They was like, "Oh, we finna go to Houston, get an outfit out y'all suitcases, and we gonna leave them here in Dallas." So we got like an outfit or two out, put them in the bed, and hopped on the sprinter van, drove to Houston. Then we was down there. They were fighting in their house. So the next morning we left up out of there and we was coming back to Dallas. That was after the little cruise ship when they was fighting outside. And then we came back to Dallas. That's where we had our house party in the last house.
Okay.
And we almost got put
So
out that one too because the police showed up.
that's crazy. So you guys get back to the house and then Rich Day shows up with Troy. How did that make you feel?
Uh, I was I was just over. I'm like, girl, why did they even come back? Like Troy, like I said, Troy sometimes be a little attention seeking, like just yelling and shit at the top of his lungs. Other than that, like Rich J should have just went home after the club. Like, what the hell you coming back to the goddamn house for? Like that was unnecessary and uncalled for. But other than that, I was chilling. I was sitting right there on the stairs because if they were gonna fight, I was gonna be right there just like every other time.
Okay. So besides that Playboy that came in, there was another Playboy, Anthony, aka Ant. He came in off the rip. I think he sprayed you and he
Yeah,
sprayed
he
a
sprayed.
couple
No,
other
he didn't
boys.
spray me. I didn't get hit with the mace, but I cracked that bitch when he started spraying that mace. And you see that camera, like hit him. I cracked his ass with that motherfucking knife, that mini 1942 bottle. And I got the video, the side video where somebody was recording because they put it in the show. But I got that video where I cracked his ass.
So what was the beef with Ant?
It was no beef. He literally came on the show and you can see like when they first started like filming him in the hotel. He like, oh, these niggas see where I'm going and they want to go, they want to follow. Nigga, nobody asked him to be on that show. I guess Trey Zane, brought him up on there, but didn't nobody give a fuck about no motherfucking Ant. First of all, you be getting whooped on every motherfucking TV show you be on. Let's just start there. Second of all, bitch, don't nobody give a fuck about no bitch that teeth was stacked. Bitch, you went and got veneers and teeth still stacked. Bitch, all your teeth still stacked with veneers. Bitch, and yeah, talking about some he like we want to follow where he going. Like, no, nobody give a fuck about him. You a big ass punk that just came out last year. Like,
Well, what
bitch,
does it mean? What did he mean by that? Y'all want to follow him everywhere?
I don't know. I couldn't tell you that if I had an answer to it because I don't know. He
Oh,
was just
well,
yeah, he wanted to be on there. He wanted to get him. He thought he was gonna come on there and do his big one on somebody. Like that's what he thought. He probably thought he was gonna come up on like a little Trey Zane little first show, and probably think he finna like do somebody in because he like a name that been on multiple shows or whatever. We don't give a fuck about that bitch. We'll tell you up like we did. Tell that bitch right on up. Had that bitch running through the house hiding. Bitch, after we had found him, bitch, he was running through the house hiding. We was like he was hiding in the house, literally.
so did y'all really burn his shoes?
Yes, I'm the
Were
one
they
who
his actual
initiated it.
shoes or were those props?
No, no, no. Those was his actual shoes that came out of his feet. Them was his Doc Martens that came off his feet. I initiated because when he, as you can see in that last video, he took his shoes off and he threw them at us. And like they were still on the stairs. So after the altercation or whatever, it was on the stairs. So I grabbed one shoe. I didn't know what the other shoe was, but I had put it in the camera. I was like, "Yeah, we got your shoe." The motherfucker security brought me his other shoe, and so that's how we ended up getting both of them. And we took them right outside and burnt them. Literally, them was his shoes that came off his feet. So I don't know. I hope he had some more shoes in his suitcase or whatever, but he ain't had none that night there at their house.
I don't know how I feel about that. Honestly, if I was in, I would have sued everybody for defamation and vandalism because the fact that y'all burned my
He may say everybody, girl, fuck out, fuck him.
girl, I mean, shit. I mean, if I had a bunch of niggas coming at me, I mean, well, I'm
But
different.
he
So
came in there popping it at everybody else. Like we didn't even like he wasn't even supposed to be on the show, none of that. He wasn't even supposed to be on the show. Like he wasn't on the flyer, wasn't on the goddamn, wasn't on nothing. He wasn't promoted at all. Him, Pharaoh, or their Ken boy.
mm. So I want to ask you a
Oh, actually,
question.
I lied. Pharaoh was up on the flyer.
Pharaoh who?
He came in the last episode. I think that was kind of a little pointless as well. Like
Wait, which Pharaoh are we talking about?
the dark skinned one, the little short one.
You're not talking about from Playboys, right?
No, no, not the
Is
beard
this one a
Pharaoh.
stripper? And
No,
he has
no,
an afro?
no, not that Pharaoh, not that Pharaoh from Natters TV. I'm talking about if you, well,
No, I'm not talking. I know what I'm talking. The tall, skinny Pharaoh. I'm not talking about the one that was on the other team. I'm talking about a different Pharaoh. Did this Pharaoh was dark skin? Did he have an afro? And then was he like a stripper?
he dark skinned. He got a fade, and he like from Chicago.
Oh, so it's not my Pharaoh. Okay, because I was
Yeah,
like,
but
let's
he
start
literally
out.
came to the last episode. It's like 3 clips with him. So
Okay, so I want to get into this next topic. I don't know how much you can say because I know how business is. I looked one morning and a cast member whose name I'm not gonna say put out a cease and desist towards the Era TV network. And the whole thing about it was that the cast members did not get paid. And a lot of people's names was on it.
my name went
How
on.
did you how did you feel about that?
Well, I'm mad that some of my friends didn't get paid, but I got paid. I got paid. Uh, I'm mad that my friend Montana and Peter didn't get paid and Belo. Uh, but I got paid. So
When
I
I
was
say
like,
names and when I say names on the thing, I'm talking about like the people that was tagged in it, not the actual lawsuit. It could have been, I don't know, but
yeah.
I'm talking about the people that's names, who I'm not gonna say, but
Mhm.
um
But yeah, they was mad. They was mad about the little coin change that they didn't get. But like it wasn't that much money anyway. So it wasn't like. But I understand it was still business. We signed the contract, and I don't give a damn if it was 50 cent. Bitch, give it to me. So I do understand that. So they
so what
was
is
they
your
was.
like overall I'm sorry, I'm gonna keep cutting you off.
Are you good?
So what is your like overall experience? Like what are your thoughts of now what happened on Boys in Motion? How do you feel about that?
My thoughts now. Going on TV, I know what to expect. 'Cause I was real nervous. Like when I first showed up, as you can see when I was signing my contract, I was nervous as hell. But I know if I go on, well, I have another show that I'm gonna be filming in September, in
What's your
Ohio.
phone?
Yeah, it's gonna be in Ohio. I've never been up there, so this gonna be crazy. But yeah, my overall
You
experience,
can
you
tell me
know,
backstage. I want to know.
and and you know, I just know what to expect from TV now, and like I got a little experience. I got one under my belt, so you know, I'm gonna be ready next time even more. I was already ready like the first show, but you know, I'm gonna be on 10 this next one.
So are you and Cash now cool, or have y'all mended and became like closer,
I wouldn't
cooler?
say cool, cause we got into it after the show, cause he was still talking shit. But like everybody been talking in the group chat, cause like they haven't got paid or whatever. So like sometimes we'll check in, we'll be like, "Yeah, I got your money. Yeah, I got your money." But other than that, cool. No, I can never be cool with a bitch like that. Like he just be
Why
talking
not?
because he just be talking and like he be talking like he want to fight. And then like when it comes down to it, like you don't like you know like that. I can't be around nobody like that. Cause we be outside and we get the goddamn tussling and you don't goddamn fight or you got to get just getting your ass toe up and cause you talking shit. Maybe no, just if he was just to be like a chill person and just be like a person that can dress and you know just a fly nigga and just chill quiet, he'd be cool and like we could be friends. But like he's the type of person like he try to pop it and you not like that.
Okay.
You not like that.
So, what is your goals after the show? Like, what are your goals moving forward?
Get money. Nah, you know, I wanna build me a shop uh for my the stuff that I do, like hair. I really wanna do a shop. That's the goal. That's the main goal. I want to have that
Okay.
shop up and running by like next year.
So you want to have a hair shop like by next year?
Hmm.
Have you ever reached out to other hairdressers like Jonathan or like Arrogant Tay? Well, Arrogant Tay is
Well, I
they're
know
like one of the
Jonathan. Well, I know him. Like we went to middle school together, and his shop is literally downtown. I pass by it all the time, but he offered me a deal to be like to rent a booth, like a space out for me to do up in there. But that's really expensive, and yeah, just not right now. I don't got enough clientele to be doing that right now. So you know, I'm you gotta climb the ladder. You gotta go slow
I hear that. You seem very business minded. And you seem you got a good head on your shoulders too.
a little bit.
A little bit. So
Just
are you like would you do like now that's TV?
hell yeah. Oh Lord, that's good. That right there. It already gave me anxiety from Boys in Motion. I know that doing that on that network, that shit is gonna give me anxiety through the roof. But yeah, hell yeah, I would do it. Hands down, without a motherfucking doubt, I would do that.
Okay. So would you go back to do season two of Boys in Motion if there is a season two? Are they doing a season two?
From what I heard, he wanted to do a season two. Hopefully, there is going to be a season two, but I don't think it's going to be on Era TV no more. It might be on another network. But if he do, then hell yeah, because they already told me uh, that I was one of the first ones that they asked to come back for season two and the reunion anyway. So hell yeah, I'm gonna be back on season two because that's
Okay,
my
so
shit.
what happened with the reunion?
Uh, I honestly don't know. Cause at the time I had got into it with Trey Zane and like I was just like over that shit, so I really didn't give a damn about no reunion and that.
Mm,
But yeah, all right, we cool now and shit like that.
okay. Any final parting words to your castmates or anything that you want to say towards that chapter?
Oh, I don't really got nothing to say to the cast members. I just want to say, Cash, you should have came in there and just been a chill little individual. We could have been friends. We could have been a light skinned twins up on us together. But yeah, I want to come on there and pop that shit and got
Yeah,
popped.
I see that. Like y'all do kind of somewhat resemble each other just a tiny bit.
And like
They're
we
the
could have
same
been one of the two
height,
light
same
skins up
skin
on that type
tone.
of shit because he can dress too. And we could have been friends. I could have had a little friend to come to Detroit to go to NFC, but girl, fuck up. And then I just want to tell Sean, how fuck you. And when I see it, I'm gonna beat your ass. Cause that bitch thinks shit sweet and he wanna talk shit. He was like, that's a scary ass bitch. He's supposed to fight Trey Zane and didn't fight Trey Zane when he was at the house. But then when we left, he wanted to be our Mr. Poppy and wanted to come at everybody. How about, oh, he gonna beat everybody ass? I'm gonna beat his motherfucking ass. I'm gonna beat Sean the fuck up. Sean Diddy Combs, as I call him from the group chat.
Well, why y'all into it?
I honestly, for fucking God, it was about like some shit. Oh, some shit that he said, and I said it in the group chat, and then like he be trying to like throw the rock and hide the hand, and then like he and I had exposed his ass. I was like, bro, you the same nigga right after the show. It was trying to drop their location to where Anthony was at the house after the night I left the house, because I was gonna pull up and try to get their ass, but they got on their plane. Cause they was already in my city, so he was like, I can tell you where they at right now. He at this hotel here, woo woo. Like he was trying to drop the motherfucking location for them, and then like he be saying shit. Oh no, I said something to somebody, and he went back and told them, and I checked him. And he was like, "Well, you said." I'm like, "Bro, that was like messy as fuck." And like he was being messy, and then he started talking about how he'd beat my ass. So I'm just like, "Okay, well, beat him." So
You ever
yeah,
thought about being a comedian?
huh?
You ever thought about being a comedian?
No.
You should.
This is me. This is my personality. So I can't like try to be funny. 'Cause
No,
when I try to be funny,
you
it
have
don't
a
be
like you
funny.
have a very likable personality because even on the show, like you didn't really get to express like this as much. And I know how they do with
Yeah,
TV.
I had
But
two fucking. I had no, actually I had one fucking what the goddamn a confessional. I had one confession with that blue outfit. That was one on the first day. That was the next morning after we woke up. That was the only confession I did. The last one I did with the group one. That was literally two confessionals I did. They was horrible with trying to get that shit playing and do confessionals. Cause I was
okay.
planning on having everybody rolling in that bitch on my confessionals, but you know,
Because you kind of were like, I don't want to sit here and sound like this, but when it comes to certain cast members, you were one of the ones that had personality and was trying to. You was kind of like the one like everybody get up, let's do this, let's drink, let's do that. You get what I'm saying? So it's
mhm.
like, and you kind of stayed in your own lane unless you had to get involved with. You kind of like stayed in your own beef. So it's like and then you twerking your ass every damn where you went. So it's just like I'm like okay,
Hell yeah, I'm the life of the motherfucking party.
I could tell a lot. And I see a lot of people from Dallas is like that. Not even Dallas, just Texas in
We
general.
be geeked up on happy energy.
Okay. So, how do you think this interview had went?
I think it's so cool. I can't wait for this to come out because you know I love seeing myself on videos and clips. So I'm just gonna repost it over and over and over because I'm just obsessed with myself. So
Okay, confidence. So, do you have any questions for me? How do you think I did?
I
That's
think
two
you did
questions.
amazing. Like I'd be like, damn, how the fuck you come up with these questions? Because I would have been nervous. I wouldn't have been asking the right questions. I'm nervous right now. As you can see, when I be talking, I be stuttering. 'Cause I be talking so damn fast. But
That's fine.
you
I
did
ain't
you did
nobody.
you
I ain't
did
nobody.
great.
That's fine. Be nervous. I mean, there's times when I just be winging it, and I have my notes, so it's like, I'm kind of prepared. But even if I
Yeah,
just be
I see
winging it,
that you had like questions like dot down and like jotted down and wrote like you was asking like questions. I'm like, damn, okay, he got it planned out. It's just not like a sporadic interview where he just like jumping from here to here to here. Like you actually had like a timeline of questions to ask, and that was really good. I ain't never
yeah, I
did an
like to
interview,
go in
so it
order.
was cool. I liked it.
A lot of people I've interviewed, and like, you my first person to interview. I'm like, oh, okay.
Yes, and I'm gonna remember this too. When I get, I ain't gonna say if. When I become famous, I'm gonna be like, yeah. Wait, let me see. How you say your name again?
Safion.
I'm gonna say, yeah, Safion was the first nigga to interview me. He sure did. That's my. I want him to be my motherfucking. He gonna be a part of the team. We need that.
I appreciate that. I really do.
Cause
Okay,
I
so
mean, I ain't gonna have a little bell ringing to my name, child. This ain't the only show
and,
y'all gonna see me on.
and you in Dallas, right?
Mm-hmm.
A lot of people want me to go to Dallas. I said,
Yeah,
well, I want to go to
come on up out
Houston,
here.
but people always say that, and I don't want to go out there and everybody don't pick up their phone, and I leave me on
Oh,
scene.
I'm gonna
That would
pick
really
up because
piss
I'm gonna
me
be
off.
outside any goddamn way. So you gonna run into me if you go outside, especially if you go to where the gay folks at. I'll be outside.
I see. I'll come visit you. There's a lot of people I know in Dallas, but I'll make sure I stop to see you.
I know that's right.
All right, so I want to play a little game. I'm gonna say two names, or whatever, and you have to pick it. Okay,
Okay,
ain't no in between. Okay, let's start with a couple ones. McDonald's or Burger King?
McDonald's.
Ew.
I don't eat neither, so I don't know. So I just chose McDonald's because
I don't eat neither
I like
either.
I like
So
McDonald's fries.
no, that's the worst one to eat.
The fries, I thought they was a little
Yes.
decent.
Have you not paid attention in high school? They didn't do the thing with you where they like
No,
the
I thought the chicken
prostate.
niggas I thought the chicken niggas was fake.
Everything in that bitch is fake.
Dang,
I
I
only get
can't
the
believe the
hash
French fries
browns.
come out. Dang, shit.
I only get the hash browns. And I haven't had
Yeah,
McDonald's in like almost 10 years. I mean, I had their breakfast here and there.
child, I ain't gonna lie. I was so drunk the other night. I ain't ate McDonald's like a meat from McDonald's and all long. I don't know how long. Child, I went to McDonald's and got a 10-piece nugget meal. Child, I was hungry. I fucking threw that shit back. I ain't had McDonald's. That shit made my stomach hurt though. Yeah,
Wendy's or Popeyes?
Popeyes with the spicy chicken with some red beans and rice.
Okay, you could probably be my type of person. You're already
Hmm.
doing good so far. Um, blue or pink?
Blue.
Okay. Um, Zeus or Now That's TV?
Zeus.
Okay.
We want to get to the money. We don't want to be on no ratchet shit. We like I don't mind going on there, but I want to get on Zeus where the money is. I want me a little baby Shane. Fuck.
I'd rather be on Zeus because of their quality and they
Yeah,
pay.
the quality.
You
Yes,
know,
the quality, and like it's like more classier.
it's more clear. Like they're, I think that what is it like Xylo or Xylo production? I think if Now That's TV was to use they quality, oh, they would knock Zeus right out the park. Imagine the
Yeah.
quality on Now That's TV that Zeus has with that whole clear shit that they got.
Hmm.
So let me tell you. Um, hmm. I mean, I'm not gonna put them in because we already know the answer. Okay, hold on. Cash or Ant?
Cash.
Okay. Ant or Troy?
Troy.
Montana or Junior?
Oh, you messy. Hold on. Okay, I'm gonna go Montana.
Okay. Um, mm, Junior or Peter?
You
Why every
messy.
time when I say his name, it's like you just
You
like freeze
messy.
up?
Huh?
Why every time I say his name, you be freezing up? Like what the hell?
Who name?
Every time I say Junior, you like you can't decide. Like,
Cause these are my friends, so this crazy. That's what I'm saying. Like you fucking this messy.
girl, watch if I get Junior up here. He gonna be like this person, that person, this person, that person.
All right,
This nigga start
you
no
said
shit.
Junior Peter. I'm gonna put Peter because I just like having light skinned friends, but I like my dark skinned friends too. I'm just an
We love.
aesthetic person. Like a light skinned bitch going out me in the crowd, I'll be like,
I like some chocolate. I ain't gonna hold you. Chocolate bitches, chocolate. Mm. Alrighty. I don't remember a lot. So Troy or Cash?
sure,
Sean or Cash?
Cash,
Sean or Troy?
Troy,
Troy or Montana?
Montana.
You see how quick that was?
Mm,
Okay. Michael Myers or Freddy Krueger?
Michael.
Why Michael?
Cause I don't like the way Freddy Krueger. He look nasty. I don't want him to kill me. I want
I
Freddy Krueger to kill me.
I like the ones that pop that talk shit and curse like a truck driver.
Cause then we gonna go. I'm gonna the scary movie gonna flip, bitch. I'm gonna try to fight him. I'm like, bitch, what's up? You need that?
You gonna cut your ass up.
Yeah, that's why. I just read the Michael.
Okay. Ghostface or Freddy Krueger?
Freddy, because I don't even know who the fuck Ghostface is.
You don't watch Scream?
Oh, that's what Scream is.
Yeah.
Oh, well, I'm going with Scream.
Okay. Chucky or Ghostface?
Chucky.
um, Jeepers Creepers 1 or Jeepers Creepers 2?
Jeepers Creepers 3. I like when they was on that school bus where that motherfucking where that black boy got towed up. hmm But nah,
But
I'm gonna pick one though, cause that was the first one. That was like the most scariest one back in the day.
okay. Um, Miami Heat or the Boston Celtics?
Miami.
Stephon Curry or LeBron James?
Curry. hmm
Yeah.
30.
Okay. Jason Lee or Safion Juwan?
Sapien Juwan.
I'm not even a blogger. That's the crazy part. Okay.
I remember Jason Lee ass from fucking Big O. I used to be on Big O back in the day. And that motherfucking freaky dick ass from.
Okay. So Dre Baby or Rich Zay? I got my
I
answer.
don't like the way Dre Baby talk. He got that Philly accent. Not even like the accent. And
He's from
then,
Baltimore.
well, they all sound the same. Like,
When they say you,
yeah,
you.
ye and D and T and like, yeah, yeah. I don't like, All right, so I'm gonna go with Rich Zay. Even though
Rich
I
Zay
don't
or
like his, I don't like his voice either.
Rich Zay or Cashy from Now That's TV.
Rich Zay.
Okay, now we're gonna switch it up for this last one. We're gonna see who fights better. Okay.
Okay, come on.
Okay. King Maul or Junior? I got my
I'm gonna
answer
get
for
at
that.
the Junior. Junior gonna work some. No,
I want to see that.
King Malcolm fight too. But Junior, I've seen Junior in like a little in action, and Junior is a little bit more bigger than him, and Junior got a little bit more power behind him. But that don't mean nothing. But I feel like Junior eat that up.
I kind of want to see that.
Mhm.
Like, I wish they put Junior on Now That's TV because I want to see him get some
Yes,
people. They
Junior gonna
always
get
be
their ass run for their money.
they be too busy trying to save some people. I'm like, if I was casting, I swear to God,
Junior
they
like, look, baby,
don't.
you like, what you here for? To fight?
Okay, Naj or Krishan?
Naj,
Okay, Junior or Jonathan? Right.
Jonathan,
Okay, Montana or mm, Funded from Now That's TV.
Montana. But Nip cannot fight.
Cashy or Montana?
I'm gonna get it to Montana, cause Montana gonna work out. That bitch
Big
long as
Mac,
fuck. That bitch gonna work out.
Big Mac or D Mac?
D Mac, the big motherfucking biggest D Mac in the motherfucking Mac history of Max, bitch. Hey, you talking about? But
Okay,
I don't know when he went up in there. I wouldn't fight him if he got to go up in the room and he did on that what he did on that one show. But he went in that room and closed the door. He came back out like this. I don't want to fight him like that, bitch. Give me the sober one.
I still will go up against him. I don't care.
Oh, I don't give a damn either. I'm just talking shit, but like, girl, Cokie is a little strong when they get on gun.
Okay, Q and Zavo or D Mac and Montana?
D Mac in Montana.
Okay, Q and
And then
Jonathan.
ain't they supposed to be from Dallas?
Q and Zavo?
Yeah.
I don't know where they're from.
They say they were from Dallas, but I ain't never seen them before.
I don't know. So, um, hmm, what was a good one? Okay, King Maul and Jonathan or Junior and Rich Zay?
I'm gonna get at the King Mile and Jonathan. Cause
I don't
Jonathan
know.
just going that's like motherfucking that's like King Kong, bitch. That's a
I
big
mean, it's
nigga.
always a match out there for somebody.
Yeah, it is, but
Everybody
that's
got a
a big
match.
nigga. It's gonna take another big nigga to put him down. To put Jonathan
So
down,
Man Man or Jonathan.
Jonathan, man ain't got shit on motherfucking Jonathan. I seen
I
man
don't know
fight.
about that. I feel like that would be a tie. I ain't gonna hold you. Cause
No,
Man Man's big.
baby, I
The
know
way he
for
was
a
doing
fact.
Cashy in that living room, I think it would probably be a
I
little
didn't
bit
even
of a
see that.
tie. No, the way Cashy, the way that what's his name, Man Man was doing Cashy in that living room a little bit, and Cashy stood in there, but and I remember there was a post going around where there was like, who won in Jonathan and Man Man? I remember Jonathan post was like, "Child,"
Uh,
because even he
but
know
nah,
like I don't know about that, like
I know Jonathan for a fact. I know he gonna do a little work.
okay. So I'm gonna do the last one. D Mac Jr. and Montana versus King Maul, Cashy. Who's a good one like from that? What's his name? What the hell's his name? Dawn. Not the other one with the dress. The other one that fought Mac.
Oh yeah, his name Don.
Yeah. So y'all three versus them.
Oh yeah, I'm taking Don.
You taking Dawn?
Yeah, the big one.
So y'all side will win. Oh, who's a better fighter? Ain't even about winning. Okay.
Um,
Well,
that'll be a good little tussle. I think it'll be like a little tie. Bitch, we're gonna get
mhm.
tired because we're gonna be rumbling. I feel like it'll be a good little tie between all of
All
us.
right. All right. We've reached the end of this journey. All right. It was so good having you up here to speak. I have to go round up the other troop.
I know that's
I don't
right.
know who I should get. I know who I'm gonna get up here next. So yeah,
Who you gonna
but
have? You gonna have one of my
huh?
ops? You gonna have one of my
Giraffe.
ops?
Yo, ops, who's your ops?
Sean.
Well, he's on the roster, but he's not the next one.
Cash ain't my op, but I'm just talking shit. But like, so you gonna have one of
Well,
my
he
ops
never
or something?
respond. Well, he never respond. Sean's on my roster, but he's not the one that's next.
Oh, okay.
So you have to see the one who's next. But
I know
thank
that's
you
right.
so much for coming up here with me. Do you have time backstage?
Yeah, I do. Well, I got about like 5 minutes. I gotta hear it rush off. I gotta go to
That is so
head
fine.
to the
That is so fun. I got 5 minutes too.
Okay.
Thank you so much for coming up here. I absolutely adored talking to you. And I hope that you have a lovely day.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
Thank you so much.